let's learn determinant. Now here you will find that it is a determinant. This is a determinant. A comma B and C comma D are rows. So this is first row, this is the second row, and these are the columns. Suppose A, B, C, D. Rows, row 1, row 2. So the elements of row 1 are A and B. Elements of row 2 are C and D. But what about the columns? A and C belong to the first column, column 1. A and C. B and D belong to the second column, column 2. Degree of this determinant is 2. Degree is 2. Why? Because there are 2 elements in each row. In each row there are 2 elements, and each column there are 2 elements. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 2 elements in each row, 2 elements in each column. Determinant represents a number which is given by AD minus BC. The meaning of this is just a number. And how do we obtain the number? Just cross multiply it. You multiply this and this. So you have AD. A multiplied by D is AD, and minus B multiplied by C. So this is how you get the value of the determinant. So AD minus BC is the value of the determinant ABCD, written in this particular manner. Determinants are usually represented with capital letters such as A, B, C or D, or any other letter, but it has to be a capital. In the way this is, A is equal to 5379. So this has to be capital, A has to be capital, N has to be capital, B has to be capital. Now we will find the values of these determinants. A is equal to this determinant. So we will cross multiply and write the values. 5 9s are 45, minus 7 3s are 21. So the value of this determinant is 24. Now let us consider the second determinant. N is equal to this, A is equal to this one. N is equal to, cross multiplying you get 8 into minus 8 into 4 is 32. 32 minus of minus 3 multiplied by 2. So this will be minus 32, and minus of the product of it is minus. This is the product minus. So minus 6. So minus 32 plus 6, which is equal to minus 26. The value of the second determinant is minus 26. And the value of B, the determinant B, it is equal to, B is equal to, cross multiplying this you get 2 3s are 6, and root 2 into root 3 is 3. So 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. 18 minus 18, 9 2s are 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. The value of determinant B is 0. Determinant method, or the Cramer's rule. What is the Cramer's rule? Using determinants, simultaneous equations can be solved easily and in less space. This method is known as determinant method. This method was given by Swiss mathematician Gabriel Cramer. So that's why it is known as a Cramer method. The Cramer's method. To use the Cramer's method, the equations are written like a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. This is the first equation, and the second equation is this. So you write a1x plus b1y is equal to c. This is the first equation, and the second equation a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Here x and y are variables. X and y have to be variables. a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2 are real numbers. These are the real numbers. And a1 minus a1 b2, a1 b2, the product of a1 b2 should not and minus a2 b1. After cross multiplication, this should not be equal to 0. If you subtract the cross multiplication of these two, a1 b1 and a1 b2 and a2 b1, the difference of it should not be equal to 0. So that is the condition, precondition for solving any determinant, any equation by determinant method. Now let us solve these equations. So these equations we are going to solve by Cramer's method. So equation 1, we multiply equation 1 by b2. So b2, this equation multiplied by b2, multiply by the whole equation. That means when you multiply this equation by b2, this one b2, equation 1 by b2, so the product of this will be a1 b2 x plus b1 b2 y is equal to c1 b2. Similarly, multiplying equation 2, if you multiply by b1, the product is going to be this a2 b1x plus b2 b1y is equal to c2 b1. So we name them as equation number 3 and equation number 4. This is 3 and this is 4. Subtracting equation 4 from 3. So we write it vertically in this manner, and after subtracting, the sum of the two equations is this. Now a1 b2 minus a2 b1 into x, because x is common in this, and this will get cancelled. This is cancelling, and here we get the difference c1 b2 minus c2 b1. Therefore we can say that transferring this to the right hand side, x is equal to c1 b2 minus c2 b1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Similarly, this is for x. We get the value of x by solving this way. Similarly, we can get the value of y by solving in a similar way, and these are the results. The fifth and the sixth are the values of x and y. To remember and write the expressions, these expressions, we can use the determinants. So now these are the two equations, a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. We can write the three columns, column 1, 2 and 3, like this. We write the columns, three columns, a1 a2 b1 b2 and c1 c2. The values of x in 5 and 6 are written using determinants as follows. So we had derived the value of x in this manner. So what is this? C1 B2 minus C2 B1 can be written in this determinant form. C1 C2 B1 B2. Similarly, we can write the denominator in a determinant form. That is also A1. This will become A1 A2 first column, and the second column will become B1 B2. So this way we can get the value of x in the determinant form. Similarly, we get the values of y also in the determinant form, which is A1 A2 first column, second column is C1 C2, and below also you get A1 A2 B1 B2. So to remember, let us denote D is equal to A1. So D we denote determinant A1 B1 A2 B2, this determinant as D. This determinant involving C and B, the third column and the second column, as dx, and the dy we write as A1 A2 C1 C2. Now this is D. The denominator, whatever comes in denominator, we denote it as D. Let us see it again. This we are going to denote as D because these both the denominators are the same. So we denote it as D. For determining the value of x, we call this as dx. So x is equal to dx upon d. We want this value y. So y will be equal to this is dy. So this is dy upon, again the denominator here is d.